Hello everyone. Now, what you're about to see is really big. This is the entire Godzilla DVD. He has... hold on. This is the entire Godzilla, Showa, and Heisei Era collection. So, gonna start off with the Showa Era, and then the Heisei Era. Coming soon will be the Godzilla Millennium Era. Enjoy! Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I've got a DVD to unbox, and this is one of the classic monster movies that my dad has ever watched. This is Gojira, which is in English Godzilla, aka as the US title, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now if you wonder, is Godzilla King of the Monsters a sequel movie? No. This one here is the original Godzilla movie. You see, I know that there are two titles that says Godzilla King of the Monsters, but this one's the original. The other one that I have is the sequel. It's the sequel of Godzilla, which is Godzilla II, King of the Monsters. So that's different. So my dad actually got this off of either Amazon or eBay, and it was at a high price, but it was the perfect price because, you know, I actually did watch Godzilla King of the Monsters on Netflix, me and my dad. And this turned out to be the very first Godzilla movie that ever came in the 50s. Because if you look here, it says 1954. And for the US version, it came in 1956. Now, I did check out videos of all the Godzilla movies, and when it goes to Godzilla King of the Monsters, people are wondering, is Godzilla King of the Monsters the third Godzilla movie in black and white? Well, here's the answer. No. No, it's not. Godzilla King of the Monsters is the original Godzilla movie that came in 1954. But you see, it was only called Gojira, which is Godzilla. You see, it came into the US 2 years later in 1952 and has titled Godzilla King of the Monsters. And you can tell that this DVD here is from the Toho Master Collection. You know, like the Toho Vault, because it says right here. So, which means that it's remastered. So yeah. Also, there is the other Godzilla DVD, which is only released by Classic Media. And the Criterion Collection actually did release this on DVD too. But the one I got is this one, so I can watch two versions, the original and the US. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here. There's a badge there, which is I'm not going to take it off. Here's the spine and the back. So yeah, it actually tells you everything and all about it. See, there it is, Classic Media right there. And if you wonder that are the scenes are still the same in the in the US are the same in the Japanese? Yes, plus some new ones, because there's this one American actor who was actually on this. His name is Raymond Burr. Yes, Raymond Burr. He played as Steve Martin on Godzilla King of the Monsters. And when it actually came here into the US, it was actually in English dub for the very first time. You know, the Japanese people that are dubbing in English, just like when I watch anime. But you see, for Raymond Burr, he doesn't actually dub in English because his mouth moves normally. So yeah, so Raymond Burr was the first American actor to be in a Japanese Godzilla movie. Yes, that's amazing. Nothing wrong with having American actors to be in a Japanese movie. It makes it more interesting. So yeah, it's a 2-disc set, so you can watch the original and the US. And the screen size is for this is right here, 4:3. So that means it's full screen. Which means that this movie has never been in widescreen, because probably you might know that back then, widescreen wasn't a thing. So let's get this bad boy open. And check out those discs. So you can see that this thing here, it actually slides up and down. So let me take this off so you can see. And look at that. You see that on the bottom here? It says the original Japanese masterpiece. Now, let's open this up. Ooh. So, first off, we got is a good booklet here. And we can see Godzilla himself. Yep, and it actually shows everything. And it says Godzilla's footprint. Yeah, so when Godzilla stomps, he leaves a footprint behind. Oh, there's Godzilla destroying the clock. That's the best thing about it. And there he is in the fire, which doesn't kill him. Here are the index scenes. So, for the original Godzilla, it has 24, so it has a lot, but the US version has 9. So yeah, there's not much. So first off, we got Gojira, which is Godzilla, and we got Godzilla King of the Monsters, and it says, starring Raymond Burr. Yep, the American actor. And if you actually take the discs out, and look at that. Look at that. First off, we got the art here. It shows Godzilla spitting out his atomic breath out of a building. And we can see Godzilla coming out of the water. That is some great masterpiece for some nice art. I can't wait to watch this on my high definition television. It's going to be, I bet this one is going to be the awesome Godzilla movie ever. I mean, so awesome that this is the part of the Godzilla Showa Era. Yes, there are different eras for Godzilla, so this is the beginning of the Godzilla Showa Era. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I've got another DVD to unbox, and this is the second Godzilla movie in the Godzilla Showa Era. This is Godzilla Raids Again. Now, this is the one that featured a new monster because Godzilla isn't alone on here, and it's this monster right here. His name is Anguirus, or Anguirus. I prefer more for him saying Anguirus. So, this is the second Godzilla movie that came in 1955. So, this came 1 year after Godzilla King of the Monsters came. And what year did this came in the US? Well, it came in 1959 in the US, English dub. And it's full screen. And it's black and white also. Now, the thing is, when this came here in the US, it was titled Gigantus the Fire Monster. And that is the most ridiculous title ever. And it's not Gigantus. It's Godzilla. Godzilla. So they actually got rid of it and they used that title there. Here for the US. And you ever wonder, why do they have... if you ever wonder why they have these here? So, you see, when it has something like this, it'll feature the monsters that are on here. And the best part about it is that when you get a DVD like this, it does have the original Japanese art poster. Yes, they have some good art poster on there. All Japanese originals, which is a good thing that they're doing. So let's take a good look. We've got the front cover here, and this is part of the Toho Master Collection. And they're remastered. Here's the spine and the back. Look at that. Yep, and it says Godzilla's back, and this time he's not alone. So, I believe that there's something you might know, and it's about this, which I need to open first. So let's get this open. I actually did watch this on Netflix, and it was pretty good. It's too bad that the Godzilla movies are not on Netflix anymore, which is crap. Alright, so let me take this off, so it's like the same thing like the first one. And see that? It says original Japanese version, 1955, English dub version, 1959. Now, if you look on the back here, look at this. You see, they have the time on here. You see, the time for the Japanese one is longer because it has like scenes that has the scenes on there that are never shown that are on the US, because the US ones have the less time. It's just like the same thing with anime, unless that when you get them on Blu-ray and DVD that has the original full episodes in Japan, It's like, you know, something. Alright, so here's the inside of it, and there's Anguirus right there. And right there's the Pagoda. And by the looks of the disc here, it looks nice. Let me get this out. And it has some nice back art to it. That says Godzilla. So yeah, I can't wait to watch this one. It's gonna be super awesome. Super awesome. That it's gonna be a good one. Excuse me, everyone. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Ghidrah here, and I've got another DVD to unbox, and this is a really good one. This is King Kong vs. Godzilla. Now, this is the third Godzilla movie / third Kong movie throughout the Showa Era. And you wonder, did they already did this movie before? Well, you see, this is the first one. The one later on in 2021 was Godzilla vs. Kong, which is the MonsterVerse era one. So, for this actually came in 1962. And this is the first time for both Kong and Godzilla to be in color. So, because for the two movies, the two King Kong movies and two Godzilla movies, they were all black and white. And we know those two are King Kong, Son of Kong. And then there's Godzilla King of the Monsters and Godzilla Raids Again. And now, on this here, they are now in color for the first time. And this movie was made by Universal, right there. The studio that we know for years. Now, my dad actually got this, that I actually found on one of the websites at a low price, because, you know, I just want to watch this. And let's take a good look. We got the front cover here, and it looks really nice. There's the people down there, and there's Kong and Godzilla fighting, and there's the pagoda that they destroyed. Here's the spine, and the back. Yep, and it says, two mightiest monsters of all time. Well, Godzilla and Kong are the mightiest monsters of all time. But, you know, I heard that the next MonsterVerse movie that's coming in 2024 is Godzilla and Kong. This time, Godzilla and Kong working together on And by the looks of the running time, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it's a bit less. It's because there is no Japanese version of this. Because it says English, and it has subtitles. Only has the SDH one. But there's one thing I've been wondering. Why can't they put the Japanese language on this one here? Let me know in the comments below, everyone. Let's get this open. And take a good look. Man. And also, I actually did hear that Toho is doing a new Godzilla movie this year. And I can't wait what the title of that Godzilla movie is. But I'm mostly excited for Godzilla and Kong next year. Man. Warner Bros. And Legendary are going to do fantastic with that one. Alright, so here's the disc. And it has some good art on it. So yeah, that's how Universal did with their discs back then. Just some good plain art. There's the recycle logo, so it's like an eco. Just making sure there's no scuffs or scratches on there, so it's good. Can't wait to watch this, because my dad told me about this, and I believe this is going to laugh my butt off for the final fight on this one, of course. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Ghidrah here, and I got another DVD that is, even though it's already open, it's like a short unboxed. This is Mothra vs. Godzilla, aka as the US title, Godzilla vs. the Thing, double aka Godzilla vs. Mothra. Now, this is the first Godzilla movie that featured Mothra in here. Well, even though that we know that Mothra's very first appearance was Mothra from the 1960s or 50s, I don't know. So, this is the part where two monsters collide, just like Kong did. So, this actually came in 1964. which it says right here. Right here. And in the US, whoa, look at that! Look at that, everyone. It came in the same year, like the Japanese version. That's a bit odd. Doesn't it usually come out around later in the US? I wonder why they did this movie in both the same year for both Japan and America. Let me know in the comments below, everyone. Now, I believe the way how this goes, this is when Godzilla and Mothra fight each other. And that's the one thing I know. And this is the fourth movie of the Showa Era. And let's take a good look. We got the front cover here, and it looks really nice. Here's the spine and the back. It looks really nice, and it says, "Will Japan survive this epic monster battle?" Well, that's a good question. There's Mothra right there, and those two are the twin fairies. They were captured on Mothra, and that's why Mothra got so angry and she destroyed Tokyo. And there's Godzilla rising out of the ground. Now, let's get this out so you can take a good look. Running time? Almost close. Monsters? Good. And there's the US title. And it's remastered too. Whew. Alright, so here's the picture, the art there, where we see Godzilla in the water shooting his atomic breath towards Mothra. And there's the disc. Look at that. Nice. And it's the same thing, just like with Godzilla Raids Again. Okay? Good. No scratches on nothing. I can't wait to watch this. And you remember what condition this is? This is a used condition. Brand new. And I believe that the person who actually owned this did a good job. So thank you, whoever owned this. You did a good job. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I've got another DVD to unbox. This is Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, or what they say is Ghidrah, but I say Ghidorah because it's a bit more catchy. Now, this is another movie, a good monster movie, and it has Ghidorah. But if you ever wonder, is Ghidorah the three-headed monster a Godzilla movie? The answer is yes. It is a Godzilla movie because it has Godzilla on there. And it came in the same year, just like Godzilla vs. Mothra, 1964 in Japan. And what year did it came in the US? 1965. So yeah, so this is the one that featured the new monster named Ghidorah, which they call a Monster Zero, just like they said in Godzilla II King of the Monsters, but it's still called Ghidorah. So, you see, Ghidorah is a space monster because he's actually from space in the Godzilla movies. And he has 3 heads, 3 better than 1. And this one has Rodan. Yes, Rodan, the flying monster who has wings, which he made his very first appearance in Rodan. And this is his second appearance. And it has Mothra on there. But, you see, this is a larva form. Because you remember that Mothra died in Godzilla vs. Mothra. So, one of her babies survived. Which is the boy one. So, Mothra here, who is actually helping, because in this one here, Godzilla is the good guy. Yes, if you remember that in the last Godzilla movies, he was actually the bad guy, but now, in this one here, this is the first time that they made him a good guy. So, he defends Japan and the entire world from evil monsters, which is the best thing he ever done. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here. The Japanese art poster looks nice. Here's the spine and the back. Look at that. And it says Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan reappeared in Japan, wreaking havoc, but saving Japan, of course, because they're fighting against Ghidorah. Now let's take a good look. Now, if you ever wonder what kind of cases these are, you see, they're in these kind of cases that's actually like one of those, almost like digibook things, but there's just steel. But it looks really nice. Oop. Let me just get this off. And this is the same thing. Slide it off. And let's open it up. And look at that. There's Godzilla fighting against Ghidorah. Godzilla using his atomic breath and Ghidorah using his electric breath. And there's the disc here. And see that? It has Ghidorah. Man, can't wait to watch this too. It's gonna be great. So great. So yeah, that's actually 5 Godzilla movies of the Godzilla Showa era. Just 10 more to go and it'll be complete. And soon I'll get on to the Godzilla Heisei era. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here. And I've got a DVD to unbox. And this is another classic Godzilla movie. This is called Invasion of Astro-Monster, aka, as the US title, Monster Zero, double aka, Godzilla vs. Monster Zero. Now, Godzilla vs. Monster Zero is another Godzilla movie that came in 1965 after Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster came here in the US. And what year did this one came in the US? 1970. Wow, 5 years. 5 years, everyone. 5 years that they got this to the US. Yeah, no wonder why people back in the 60s were wondering when is this going to be coming in the US. But yeah, so I believe that when it says Monster Zero, and I know who they meant by Monster Zero. Ghidorah. Yes, they call him Monster Zero, just like they said in Godzilla II King of the Monsters, and one time in Godzilla vs. Kong. But this is way before Godzilla II King of the Monsters and Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, so this is way before, because this is the Showa era I'm talking about. So I believe this is about the planet X. Yeah, so the alien guys actually have to borrow Godzilla and Rodan to save to have them fight against Ghidorah to save their planet. But they got them mind controlled and they became like evil, but they're out of their spell later on. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here, looks nice. Here's the spine, and here's the back. Look at that. Just look at that. Looks really nice. Alright, so I can tell that you can just open the back here because there's the plastic here that can be opened. There we go. Alright, so it's the same thing like the other ones. Slides off, and there it is. There's the title, and ooh, look at that. There's some nice good there's some nice good art there that shows them fighting each other. Godzilla and Rodan against Ghidorah. And there's the disc, and it looks really nice. And it's just the same thing. Just making sure there are no, marks or anything. I can't wait to watch this one. I actually did watch this on Netflix before, and it was pretty good. And Godzilla and Rodan did won the fight. If you've never seen it, spoiler alert. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. And this is called Ebra, Horror of the Deep, aka Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. It's another Godzilla movie that came in 1966. And I really love the front art because it has the Japanese art poster. So the way how this goes is about that there's these guys who went onto an island when they're attacked by a big shrimp-like monster named Ebra, which is him right there. And there's this beautiful woman right there, and her colleagues are being like slaves, and she got out of there and need help. But the one thing that they didn't know, that the thing they heard is called the Ram Bamboo base. Yes, it's the base where they're trying to do everything on something. But they didn't know that Godzilla was actually on the island. He was actually sleeping in a cave. But they did wake him up and he fight against Ebra first, and then destroying the Ram Bamboo base. But he did fight a bird. So, I believe this one is a used condition. someone actually did use this, and it's in a plastic, and it's in a clear case. And when I shake it, I can't tell what's going on inside until I open it. So let's take a good look. We've got the front cover here. Looks nice. And on the top it says, when a South Seas trip turns wet, wild, and really weird, it's Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Yep, that's what it is. Here's the spine and the back. Yeah, it's all a bit blurry because it's like from that website I actually found, but I can still tell because when I check out the clean one. If I get like the actual real one that's all nice and clean, then I might get rid of this. So the way to open it, you could just get it out of this. Okay, here it goes. Alright, so there's the disc. So it's nothing wrong. It's just in a clear case. And by the looks of it, it's a actual DVD-R. Yeah. So this is like a burn-on-demand thing. But don't worry, everyone. Someday, I'll get the real one. The actual, real DVD one. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, come on. This won't actually bother me. It's still a real thing. Too, at times. Hang on. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. This is Son of Godzilla, and it's another Godzilla movie that came in 1967. This is about that Godzilla has a son, which is right here, which he is called Minya, or they pronounce Manila. I prefer Minya. And I believe the way how this goes is that these guys came onto an island, and then they didn't know that there was a beautiful woman who was on there. The island that they didn't know that had has monsters on it, so it was called Monster Island. Yes, because it had the Kamacuras, which is these giant mantises, and a new monster named Kumanga, aka giant spider, or just giant spider. So the way I actually saw this is like a bit something, I don't know. So you wonder why this is different, because it says 50th anniversary, and the way you can tell it's because of that. Because of Sony and Columbia and Tristar. So yeah, it does have English and Japanese on here, just like the other ones does, minus King Kong vs. Godzilla. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here. Here's the spine and the back. Yep, you see that? It has the monsters: Godzilla, Kamacuras, Kumanga, and Manila, which is Minya, of course. Now, this is something that I know it's because of the security tape. So, I'm gonna have to maybe get the plastic off, and I'll stop at the video so I can get the tape off this. There we go. So, okay, so I'll be back on getting the tape off. This may take some time because it's a real pain in the butt. Alright, I got the tape off, and I know that you could tell by that because I was trying to use this to get the tape off, and it was a pain in the butt. And I did hear something shaking in there, so let's get this open and see. Alright, and by the looks of it, this looks like an insert, and it has... Look at this, everyone! It has these Godzilla DVDs here. So there's Godzilla Tokyo SOS, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Gigan, but I don't have this one. The one that I have is the one that you'll get to see soon. And same thing with Godzilla vs. Hedorah, which is Ghidrah, aka the smog monster. I already have that, but not in this. Just wait and see when I get it when you get to see it. Now, by the looks of the discs here, looks really nice. I don't know what's in there that's floating, but anyways, on the disc. Focus on the disc. So by the looks of the disc, it looks really nice. We got Minya and the Kamacuras there. And nothing wrong with it, so the disc is pretty good. I can't wait to watch this. It's going to be really, really good. That's another one in the Showa Era, everyone. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Katie Montana here, and I got another DVD here, and it's another Godzilla movie. This is called Destroy All Monsters. Now, probably you might know that, this was supposed to be the last Godzilla movie, but it's not because there's something you might know. This is when all the monsters got together, and who are the monsters? Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, Anguirus, Kumonga, Ghidorah, and this features the monsters that are on there that you might know. There's Varan, I don't know who that is, Mandai or something. There's Baragon, which he made his first appearance in Frankenstein Conquers the World, and there's Gorosaurus, the dinosaur-like monster who appeared in King Kong Escapes, which I'll talk about soon. So the way how this goes is that all the monsters were living very peaceful on Monster Island until they were being mind controlled by a bunch of aliens, but they did defeat them, and this was when they got together to fight off against Ghidorah. And what year did this movie take place in? 1999, the year that when I was around, when I was a baby. But you see, that never actually happened because this came in 1968, so everyone were still in the year 1968 still. So yeah, so on this one, when it took place in 1999, they finally defeated Ghidorah, which is actually true. But just wait until when I get through with the rest. So first off, we got the front cover here. Looks really nice. Here's the spine, and you can tell it says Tokyo Shock right there. And here's the back. Looks nice. See, it says the monsters are in revolt, and the world is at the brink of destruction. Yes, and see, there are all the famous kaijus together. And if you wonder that every Godzilla movie is in this aspect ratio size, which is 2.35 by 1, because this is the time when widescreen was an actual thing. Anyways, let's get this open. Oops. There we go. Alright, so here's the disc, everyone. And it's the same art, just like the front cover. And it looks really nice. Let me spin this back around. So yeah. Look at that. Looks really nice. Can't wait to watch this. It's going to be amazing to have all these amazing legendary kaiju together. All the monsters, of course. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Katie Montana here, and I've got another DVD to unbox. This is All Monsters Attack. US titled as Godzilla's Revenge. Now, this is another Godzilla movie in the Godzilla Showa Era. Came in 1969. And what year it came to the US? 1971, which is the one Godzilla movie that came in that year when this came in the US, English dub. So, I actually did watch this on Netflix years ago, and it was pretty good. I know I've heard some people say that it's the worst Godzilla movie because it's so ridiculous and silly and all that. Well, it is actually true though. But I don't find it as the worst Godzilla movie. I find it as a good Godzilla movie. A good one. And I believe it's about a boy who was imagining that he was actually on Monster Island seeing Godzilla, and he actually get to meet his son, Minya. And Minya explains to the boy about everything. And includes a new monster named Ghidrah. He's the one who was like the bully on this movie, and he was kicking Minya's butt, and I mean, wow, yeah. But the one thing I know, what I know is while I was watching this, it had stock footage from 2 Godzilla movies that they've added on here. Stock footage scenes from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster and Son of Godzilla. Before we see the Godzilla suit that they used from Destroy All Monsters, which is the last Godzilla movie. So let's take a good look at this. We got the front cover here. Looks really nice. Here's the spine and the back. And it looks pretty good. I mean, it shows the monsters here actually fighting against Ghidorah, but we actually never seen Gorosaurus or Anguirus fight against Ghidorah. No, that actually never happened. Only Minya and Godzilla fought against Ghidorah. Sorry about that. That was something that I just heard. So, let's get this open. I'm just, I'm really excited for Godzilla and Kong next year, everyone. Because that will be the perfect year for Godzilla, because it's going to be 70 years. 70 years, everyone. 70 years. That's a really, really long time for Godzilla. Ugh. Alright, so slide this off. Same thing. And now, let's open it up. And look at that. There's Godzilla and Minya. And there's the disc, and it looks really, really nice. Same thing, just like the other ones. I can't wait to watch this. It's going to be really, really good. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. And this is another Godzilla movie that came in 1971. This is Godzilla vs. Hedorah, aka US title, Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. Now this is when Godzilla was fighting against another monster, and his name is Hedorah, and he's the Smog Monster. What he does is smother like smog and stuff. And what he does is that he kills people in the movie. Yeah, because they become bones. That is one of the creepiest and darkest things that ever happened in a Godzilla movie. Only in this one here. And that's when the young boy was noticing about this, and it's up to Godzilla to fight against Hedorah to save Tokyo from this big smog monster himself, Hedorah. So yeah, that was the battle. And it says, when the ultimate power of green takes on the menace of unclean, it's Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. Yeah, I really like when they have something like this. So, let's take a good look. We got the front cover, looks really nice. It has a nice Japanese poster art. Here's the spine. And the back. Look at that. Look at that. And it says, Hedorah wants to snuff the planet with sludge and toxic gas, but first he's gotta fight Godzilla, who will kick his moggy mass. And I bet Godzilla will, cause he's the king of the monsters. Nothing can beat him. And there's the running time and everything. So let's get this open. Alright, so here's the disc, and it looks pretty nice. Look at that. It has some of this good art on it, just the stuff, and it's the real DVD. And it's in an eco case, of course, because you can tell by the symbol. Can't wait to watch this. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. And this is another Godzilla movie that is one of the awesome ones ever from 1972. This is Godzilla on Monster Island, aka US title, Godzilla vs. Gigan. This is the one that introduced the new monster, who was a robot named Gigan. And he was the one that was causing everything in Japan. And also the return of Ghidorah, the three-hand monster. Now you might be wondering, how is Ghidorah alive? Well, there's something you might know. In Destroy All Monsters, it took place in the future, so that's the time when Godzilla and all the monsters killed Ghidorah. But you see, this was during the present time, the 1970s, of course. So Ghidorah was still alive before he was killed. And also, there's one music that I like on here, and it's the one that's from the ending. And the best one of all is the Godzilla vs. Gigan March. Check out the music. Check out the music in the link down below, everyone. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here. Looks nice. I love the Japanese poster. Here's the spine. And the back. Yeah. Look at that. Yep, this is when Godzilla and Guy and Anguirus have to fight against Gigan and Ghidorah. And there's something you've been wondering. Look at this. It says, it shows what languages it have. I know it has Japanese and English, but it says in Japanese with English subtitles, which means it's going to have the subtitles from the original Japanese. Now, we know there are differences between that and the SDH ones in the US, of course. So, let's get this open. Whoop! Silly me. I must have hit the camera by accident. It happens to everyone. Alright, so there's the disc, everyone, and it's just the same thing like the last one. And, yep, it's a DVD. The same disc, same everything. Looks nice. I love it. Can't wait to watch this. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. This is Godzilla vs. Megalon. This is the one that featured a robot named Jet Jaguar. Even though they say it was supposed to only they would talk about him instead of Godzilla. But this is mostly about Godzilla. So this is when they're fighting against a big bug-like monster named Megalon. Yeah, which is him right there. And there's the return of the one monster that we know, Gigan. Yes, Gigan is on here, teaming up with Megalon to fight off against Jet Jaguar. And Godzilla was so heroic on this movie because he helps Jet Jaguar to fight against those two. Man, see, this is the reason why how they make Godzilla the good guy, to save humanity instead of destroying humanity. That's the best part. Now, the one thing I know about this is that there was a movie of this on VHS, and I probably might remember that I actually had it years ago, and I just watched it a little bit. I don't know. It's been like years. Yeah, before I watched the modern Godzilla, which is the MonsterVerse one, of course. So yeah, this one is another one, is the 13th Godzilla movie of the show, in the Showa Era. And I'll be talking about the Criterion one soon when I get to the last one from the Showa Era, which you'll get to see. So let's take a good look. We got the front cover here. Looks nice. Here's the spine and the back. And it says monster against monster for the lost condition of Mo, I can't tell. So let's get this open. Now here's something that's very interesting. When I was watching a video that was from Dante Dodson, and he was doing this video called If Kaiju Could Talk in Godzilla vs. Megalon, and it was amazing. JC Entertainment actually teamed up with him so he can do Jet Jaguar, and it was a good video and hilarious at the same time, because I like how when Jet Jaguar, doing by JC Entertainment, when he says, "It's just a giant cockroach." That's hilarious. And especially the best part is that when he says, "Alright, get up, you lousy cockroach." That makes me laugh, everyone. Especially it's funny that in the video from Cougar, when Kong said, "Oh no, it's the beetle, I'm so scared." Love those videos. Anyways, there's the disc, everyone. Let me get this off so you can take a good look. And it's the same one, but this time it only has Godzilla and Megalon. Looks really nice. Really, really nice. I love it. And you've been wondering, where did I actually find these new conditions of these DVDs? Well, let's just say I've been finding them at a low price on eBay, and probably some ones in the stores or so. I'm not sure. But Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Katie Montana here, and I got another DVD to unbox. This is Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the 17th Godzilla movie in the Showa Era. Now, this is when Godzilla was fighting against a robot-like version of Godzilla called Mechagodzilla, which is him right there. If you ever wondered if you ever seen this, he was actually disguised as Godzilla, the fake one. But Godzilla did fight the fake one, and that's when the fake one revealed himself to be Mechagodzilla. And this one introduced with a new monster named King Caesar, who was awakened by the King Caesar song from that beautiful woman. And he came out so he can actually fight against Mechagodzilla, but Godzilla came to help. So yeah, Mechagodzilla was the evil one before making a comeback in the next one, which I'll talk about. So let's take a good look at this. We've got the front cover here. Here's the spine and the back. Look at that. Yeah, it doesn't have King Caesar on there because it only has Anguirus. Anguirus only made a short appearance when he was trying to fight against the fake Godzilla. Now you can tell by the tape there, there's something that's shaking in there, which is that I get scared of. So let me get this plastic open, and I'll get the security tape off off the video. Well, it's gonna be taking too long because, you know, it's there. Yeah, the security tape things are a real pain in the butt, everyone. I noticed it because, let's just say it's from Cinemassacre. Special shout out to him when he talks about the DVDs and the security tape and stuff. Boy, this is... Okay, now I got it out. There we go. I'm just throwing it in the trash. Alright, so let me get the security tape off so that way I can be able to open the case. Alright, got the plastic off. Now the security tape off. Now let's get it open. And look at this. It has an advertisement insert, and it shows, let's see, there's the Godzilla movies, and the last one was the toys. And I believe this one here is called Godzilla Save the Earth. It's a game that's released on PS2 and Xbox. Original, of course. Should I get this game, everyone, so I can do videos of it? Let me know in the comments below. Because I should definitely get this so I can be able to play as the King of the Monsters himself. So, here's the disc, everyone. And it looks pretty nice. No scratches or anything. That's good. But I believe there's... Oh yeah, there's definitely something. These pieces here from the case. Dang. So yeah. It looks nice because it has Mechagodzilla on there. And I gotta say, they really know it all. Believe me. They did great. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Katie Montana here. Now you wonder that I've did 14 unboxings of the 14 Godzilla movies, which is Gojira, Godzilla King and the Monsters, of course, Godzilla Raids Again, King Kong vs. Godzilla, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Son of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla's Revenge, Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Megalon, and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. And there's one more that I'm about to unbox to complete the entire Godzilla Showa Era. That's right. This is the last one. Alright, so here it is, everyone. The last Godzilla movie for the Godzilla Showa Era. This is Terror of Mechagodzilla, aka it's the US title. Same title, just like the original. So this is the last Godzilla movie for the Godzilla Showa Era that came in 1975. And what year did it came in the US? 1977, so that was 2 years later. Now, if you wonder, or something, you might probably know that I didn't tell you on the last video, on the unboxing of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. You see, the ones who built Mechagodzilla are space monkeys. They're the ones they're actually in human disguises. So yeah, they're the ones who actually built Mechagodzilla. And ever since they knew that Mechagodzilla was destroyed, so they actually rebuilt him, and Mechagodzilla remained the same thing. No new weapons, no new everything, since like the last one. But in this and here, it was introduced to a new monster. His name is Titanosaurus, which is right there. He actually helps Mechagodzilla so they can fight off the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. So, yeah, my dad actually bought all the 15 Godzilla movies off of eBay, Amazon, and some of the stores. And probably one that is like a DVD-R one, a DVD-R burned disc, which I'll switch soon to get the real one and give that one away someday. So yeah, so this one is the last one. And by the looks of it, is that when this was part of the Toho Master Collection, that all the other Godzilla movies that were actually part of this were in a box set that were in these and it was repackaged in cases. But I didn't get that because I just want to get the rest of them, so that way it could become like an actual collection of it. So yeah, so this is the one that was the last one before, until 1984 to 1985, which I'll talk about soon. So let's take a good look. We've got the front cover here. Here's the spine. Oops. And the back. And it looks really nice. Titanosaurus is biting Godzilla's nose. Jeez. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Totally nice. Let's get this open. There we go. Oops. That was a bit small. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now, let me slide this off so it's the same one. And open it up. And look at that. Look at that, everyone. There's Godzilla fighting against Mechagodzilla. And there's the disc. And the back is just the same one. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Totally nice. So yeah, I believe this concludes the Showa era of Godzilla. Let me gather the last 14 so you can see it along with this. Here it is, everyone. All 15 Godzilla movies from the Godzilla Showa era, from Godzilla King and the Monsters and all the way up to Terror of Mechagodzilla. Looks like this concludes the entire Showa era of Godzilla. And coming soon will be the Godzilla Heisei era. Just let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. And there is an album called Best of Godzilla Volume 1, and it contains a compilation of all songs from all the 15 Godzilla movies in the Showa era, from Godzilla King and the Monsters to Terror of Mechagodzilla. And the Criterion Collection actually did release the Godzilla Showa era on Blu-ray. What do you guys think of that? Should I get that one in the future? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I've got a DVD to unbox, and we're in the next part of the new Godzilla era. Now, this is, well, on the back here, first off, this is the Return of Godzilla, aka as the US title, Godzilla 1985. Now, if you actually remember the classic Godzilla movies from the 50s and up to the 70s, which is the Showa era, that was the classic times. And if you actually remember Terror of Mechagodzilla, we did see Godzilla return to sea so he can have his 10-year break. But now he's finally back after 10 years. So yeah, so Toho brought their famous legendary monster star back after 10 years. 10 years! Wow, that's a really long time. Because ever since they evolved Godzilla into a hero in the original, they've decided to make him into a villain once again on this movie here. Yeah, Godzilla 1985. And on the bottom it says, "The legend is reborn." So, you see, this is not actually like a direct reboot. This is like a sequel from the original, ignoring everything but in between. And how do I know this? Well, according to Cinemassacre, the person named James Rolfe, special shout out to him, he actually did this thing called Godzilla-thon, where he actually talks about every Godzilla movie. Yeah. And I believe he actually seen these Godzilla movies before I did. And I know my dad's seen it too. So yes. So they actually make Godzilla more modern on this movie here. So they made the new suit and stuff. And they actually gave him a scarier look, which is pretty nice. Now, you see, when this came in Japan, it was titled Godzilla, or simply as The Return of Godzilla. But when it came into the US 1 year later, in 1985, it was titled Godzilla 1985. And this era here is called the Godzilla Heisei Era. So this is how it all began with the Godzilla Heisei Era. Because if you actually remember the Godzilla Showa Era, Gojira, aka Godzilla King of the Monsters, was the first one of the Showa Era. So it was a surprise to do this. Now, my dad actually found this on this DVD here on a website, and this is actually a DVD-R because you can tell it's the red case here. You see, I was actually trying to get the one from Poland, but that never happened. Yeah. So my dad actually found this one, and I was trying to get the Kraken releasing one from 2016 that has the original Japanese one, but it was out of print, which is stupid. But the thing is, they actually never released Godzilla, the US version of this on DVD, because it was about to be released by that studio that has a boat there. If you actually remember watching the classic Thomas the Tank Engine on VHS years ago. You see, if they would have actually done that, then I would have actually got it. Then alongside with the Japanese one. Yeah. But the thing is, Raymond Burr is actually in the US version of this movie. He playing as Steve Martin, but instead of calling him Steve Martin, they just call him Mr. Martin. So yeah, I am surprised that I got this. So here's the front cover here. Looks really, really nice. We got Godzilla here, and that's the parts of Tokyo. And there is the jets trying to take it down. And here's the spine. And on the back here, it says The Return of Godzilla, so that's the original. And it says all this, and it says, in 1956. That's the original. He first appeared on motion picture screen all across the country. He soon became an international legend who took the world by storm. His impact on audience was intense, yes, hard to pronounce, and I present it, don't know how to say that. His acting technique was revolving. His pleasure was overwhelmed. Now he is back. Oh yeah, the legendary monster himself is back. Now let's get this open. It's in this plastic here, so that's how you can actually unbox it. And here's the disc. Now you can actually tell that this is an actual DVD-R. See that? Nothing wrong with that. So anyway, so here's the DVD disc, so it looks really good. We got the title that says Godzilla 1985, and we got the King of the Monsters himself there. Man, I can't wait to watch this. It's gonna be great. I mean, starting off with this movie from the Heisei era, man, from all the Godzilla movies that I've seen, the classic ones, way before the MonsterVerse era, man, that's Godzilla for you there. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I've got another DVD to unbox, and this is another Godzilla movie that came 4 years later after Godzilla 1985. This is Godzilla vs. Biollante. Now, never actually heard of this because my first time hearing this was around 2014 from Cinemassacre's Monster Madness Godzillathon. Now, if you actually remember this, even though I never seen it, so Godzilla was somehow in a volcano. In the end of the first one, Godzilla 1985. So he actually came out when it erupted. But the thing is, there was this monster that he was battling, and it wasn't one of the old ones. It was a brand new monster. Her name was Biollante. So she kind of looks like that right there, a plant with a crocodile mouth and all these spines. So the way how Biollante was formed like that is because it was a combination of plant cells and Godzilla cells. Yes, it's a combination of both. So they must have got one of Godzilla's cells. Well, I believe the way how Biollante was formed, she was formed as a rose, and then become that. But the thing is, this was one of the other Godzilla, the second Godzilla movie in the Heisei Era. Now, there's one thing I actually forgot to mention in the last one, but I'll say this. You see, when Godzilla 1985 came into Japan, it came into Japan in theaters, and then it came here to the US 1 year later in theaters for the very first time. So yes, it came into the theaters. But the thing is, Godzilla vs. Biollante actually never came in theaters in the US theatrically. But it came on cable TV, and it was on VHS, English dub. And then later on, it came out on DVD, so you can watch it in Japanese and English dub, which is amazing. So here's the front. It looks really nice. We got Godzilla, and there's Biollante, and it says Super Beast Battle of the Century. Here's the spine. So it's done by Miramax and Lionsgate. And here's the back, and it says everything about it. And it has bonus features and has the audio. So there's the original Japanese language, and there's the Japanese, English dub, and the subtitles. It says English translation on the screen text, and there's English subtitles translated from the original Japanese dialogue, and English SDH subtitled in to match the English audio track. So they actually have the English SDH subtitles on here. So when it's dubbed in English, it actually matches the English audio track on here. It's just like the same thing with King Kong vs. Godzilla and King Kong Escapes. You see, when the Japanese people are dubbed in English, and we have the subtitles on, the SDH ones, it actually matches the same English audio. Pretty nice. Now, let's get this open. And by the way, before I actually try to get this open, yeah. Get this open. There's this actress that's on this movie, which I'll be telling you about. Her name was, especially I actually have it on my phone. If you actually check out the cast right here, you see that lady right there, her name is Megumi Udaka, and she played as Miki Sigusa. Yeah, so she played as Mickey, who was a girl who has like these psychic powers. She actually first appeared in Godzilla vs. Biollante until all the way up to the last one, which I'll get to soon, of course. So yeah, it is a surprise to hear that. So I'm actually gonna get these off right now, so it's gonna take way too long. So I'll be right back. Now that I got the security tape off, now let's get this open. here's the disc. Just plain call. And there's some of that plastic that broke off. Hold on a moment. Alright, that's good. So, here's the DVD. Just the plain gray. No artwork on it. But there's Miramax and Lionsgate. Nice. So, I actually found this on eBay. Brand new. I can't wait to watch this one. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here, and I've got another DVD for you to see. And this is a double feature. This is Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah and Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for Earth. Now, I actually found this on eBay, and you can tell that this is an actual used condition. A like-new condition, of course, because I actually did find a brand new condition on Macari, and my dad tried to buy it, but sadly it was cancelled. So this is the one that I can only get. Now, I've actually did see Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah before. I actually made it through the whole thing. And I believe the way how this one goes is that if we actually remember this, you see, Godzilla was actually made from a nuclear radiation. But on this one, it's actually different because he was a dinosaur, so he was a Godzillasaurus. But they actually replaced him with three little Dorats. And when the nuclear bomb hits, they actually form into this big guy here that we know from the old Godzilla movies. Yep, the one and only Ghidorah, the three-headed monster. So they actually brought him back. And get this, Ghidorah's roar on there is a way different than in the original, because in the original he goes like meep. That's his original roar there. So the way how they had to stop Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, is Godzilla, but he never existed. But Godzilla has been finally reformed. The good news and bad news is that Godzilla's back. And this time on this one, he's bigger and more muscular than ever. Because if you actually remember Godzilla 1985, Godzilla was bigger on there. But on this one, he's bigger on that. Yeah, I gotta say, looks like the famous legendary monsters that we know are actually getting bigger and more scarier than ever. So that's what actually happened on here. Now, I've actually did see this on TV before, but not the whole thing. Godzilla and Mothra, The Battle for Earth. You see, it was actually like almost like a remake of the original, which is the original Mothra vs. Godzilla, aka Godzilla vs. Mothra, or Godzilla vs. The Thing. But it was actually a bit different, but a different story, because Mothra actually starts off in an egg, and then a larva, and then into her moth form. And there was this evil Mothra named Batra. And when he actually roars on here, he actually sounded like Rodan, which is the original word that goes like, wow, I have good impressions of every monster roar that I know. So yeah, so Mothra's the good guy and while Godzilla's the bad guy on this. But Godzilla was actually gone until he made his return in the next one, which I'll get to. So here's the front cover here. There's both the movies. Here's the spine. There's Tristar. And here's the back. And that actress, Kagumi, or so, I believe that's her name. She's actually in these movies too, still. And look at that, see, there's Columbia and Tristar there. And there's the English language, and I believe it has the theatrical trailers and scene selections. Now, for the disc, check it out. Oh, this you can see here. Wow, look at this. It says, "Get ready to rumble." It's a monster smash. Oh, a monster smash is right. There's King Ghidorah destroying Tokyo. There's Godzilla destroying the Tokyo Tower. And those are the twin fairies that Mothra guards. And those two are actually two different Japanese actresses. And they did pretty good on here. And look at this. It tells you everything. about it. Nice. Look at that. Really nice. And we can see Godzilla and Batra in Japan battling. And look! There's Namco right there. What a surprise to see the Namco logo in the movie. Talk about a great Easter egg there. And on the back here are the scene index. And now, here's the disc. It's an actual double-sided disc. And by the looks of the disc, it's actually in a perfect condition. Side A and side B are perfect. No scratches, no nothing. So the person who actually owned this DVD did a really good job taking care of it. So I want to thank that person who took care of this. Thank you. A thumbs up for you. And also, I can't believe I actually made it up to 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe I actually made it this far. So thank you for 2,000 subscribers, everyone. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi, everyone. Coyote Montana here, and I've got another DVD to unbox. And this is another Godzilla movie. And it says 50th anniversary because of 2004. This is Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla II. And on the bottom it says, the mother of all Godzilla adventures. Oh yeah. Now this one is a direct sequel. It's a sequel from the first one. Now, you see, ever since they actually remade Ghidorah and Mothra, and now they remade Mechagodzilla, Rodan, and Godzilla's son. But the one thing that's different is that, you see, in the Showa Era, Godzilla was actually the good guy, the hero, and Mechagodzilla was actually the bad guy. So, the roles on here are actually now reversed. And how? Well, if you actually remember watching Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, after they've actually brought him back and turned to Mecha King Ghidorah, both Godzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah fell in, and the robot head of Mecha King Ghidorah that they got was used to build Mechagodzilla, who was actually the hero of this. Now, I've actually did watch this on TV, and it was pretty amazing. I love it. Really good. And it's amazing that they brought Rodan back, too. Same roar, same everything. And the thing I actually noticed on here, that instead of the old baby Godzilla, which is Minya, this time it was a new baby Godzilla on here, which is a lot different. But the thing is, ever since in the final battle, probably you actually might remember, if you people actually seen it before, yeah, Godzilla actually did die on here, just like the old Godzilla did. Godzilla actually died on this, but he was brought back to life. You see, according to what they said, and according to James Ralph, special shout out to him of Cinemassacre, you see, there was supposed to be an end where Godzilla actually dies and his son lives, but it never happened because they actually saved that for the one Godzilla movie, which is Godzilla vs. Destroyah, which I'll talk about out soon. But get this. On this is when they introduced to Godzilla's Spiral Ray Atomic Breath, the one that's all red and stuff. And how? The help from Rodan. That's how. Because Mechagodzilla's made of metal. But in the original, he's like made of something. I don't know. But hey, I did watch this and I love it. So let's take a good look at this. We've got the front cover here. Here's the spine. And the back. Looks really nice. And it says, will material defects destroy Monster Earth? Mother Earth? Yeah. True. And look at that. We got English, Japanese, and English. Now, what I actually did notice that when I was watching Godzilla, Son of Godzilla, and Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, I actually started watching it and it goes to the Japanese language. But before I actually did it and turned off the subtitles for the original Japanese language, what I did is that I went to the settings and select English, which is a smart thing I did. Or just press the language button, of course. Alright, now let's get this open. I gotta say, Wolfie Montana and Elijah, if you're watching these, I'm getting the Godzilla movies like you do. And look at that. there's Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. Now here's the disc. Same thing like the front cover. I love it. And it's one of those recycled things. And the disc seems to be in a perfect condition. Look at that. Pretty nice. Man, I love it. Can't wait to get through on watching all of them from the Heisei Era. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Hi everyone, Coyote Montana here. Now, if you actually remember the Godzilla movies, first off, we got Gojira, aka Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla Raids Again, King Kong vs. Godzilla, Mothra vs. Godzilla, aka Godzilla vs. The Thing, or also known as Godzilla vs. Mothra, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Invasion of Astro-Monster, aka Monster Zero, aka Godzilla vs. Monster Zero, Era, Horror of the Deep, aka Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, Son of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, All Monsters Attack, aka Godzilla's Revenge, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, aka Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster, Godzilla on Monster Island, aka Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Megalon, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and Terror of Mechagodzilla, which all of this is the Godzilla Showa Era. Now, we got the Heisei Era, we got the Return of Godzilla, aka Godzilla 1985, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla and Mothra, the Battle for Earth, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla II, and finally, another double feature DVD, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and Godzilla vs. Destroyah. Alrighty, now here we go. This is Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla and Godzilla vs. Destroyah double feature DVD. Found this on eBay, and this contains the last two Godzilla movies of the Heisei Era. Now, starting off with this. So, I actually did watch Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla before. You see, if you actually remember the Godzilla cells were actually on the Mothra, and the Godzilla cells were actually sucked into a black hole, and they formed into this monster there. Space Godzilla. Yes, that's what actually happened. It was formed into Space Godzilla, who actually has these crystals on his shoulders. And he looks like Godzilla, but space. That's why he's called Space Godzilla. I mean, I know some say it's like a dumb name or something, but that's the name of the new monster. And there's baby Godzilla, Godzilla's son, who's a bit older and all green, because in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla II, he was blue and he was this tiny, like some sort of human size. But now, he's grown big and he's now green. And at least Godzilla's on here too. The king of the monsters. They actually use a device on him, this tracking thing that they use, that Mickey actually used to talk to Godzilla. So Godzilla actually did battle Space Godzilla on the island until Godzilla got his butt kicked. So ever since when Space Godzilla captured his son, Godzilla's son, now it's up to Godzilla to stop Space Godzilla, with the help of this bot named Mothra, or Gojira, of course. But hey, at least I actually did love the whole movie, and Godzilla did kick Space Godzilla's butt for good. Which is amazing. And baby Godzilla is free. And now, the last Godzilla movie of the Heisei Era, Godzilla vs. Destroyah. Now, this one is the last Godzilla movie, and what actually happened on here? Well, I only went through the middle to the end, which is the final battle, but on this, Godzilla got the case of the meltdown, because you could actually tell by his body right there. See that glow right there? He got the case of the meltdown because he was from the nuclear reaction. That's why his heart is having the meltdown, because if the temperature goes up high, he blows up and destroys Earth, killing everyone on there. Ooh, yeah. But they actually did cool him down on there, and there's this new monster that looks like this until it formed into Destroyah. But you see, according to what James Ralph said, special shout out to him, it's not Destroyer, it's Destroyah! That's the way how James Ralph actually said it when he was talking about this. And Godzilla's son is on there, Godzilla Jr., and he actually kind of looks like his dad, who died because of Destroyah. But the one thing that was sad, that Godzilla actually died on this movie because of the meltdown, but Mickey and that other lady, don't know her name, they were shocked because Godzilla was about to blow up. And when they cooled him down, he died, and that was pretty sad. But the thing is, Godzilla did pass on his powers to his son, so his son became the new Godzilla. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes in movies and shows they had like these dark moments, which is pretty sad. Anyway, so here's the front cover of this. Here's the spine. There's Tristar. And here's the back. Looks pretty nice. There's Space Godzilla in the city. And look at that, there's the special features. So yeah, so Godzilla is actually the good guy on this one to stop Space Godzilla. And there's Godzilla Jr. fighting off against Destroyah. Yep, and it says, can Godzilla save Japan from intergalactic evil? Yeah, so that's what Godzilla did. He actually saved Japan on this one. So he was actually the good guy on this. Wow. First off, they actually switched him to the bad guy in the early ones, and then they switched him to the good guy on this one. Same thing on this. Looks like Godzilla actually did save Japan. Just like how he did in the classic Godzilla movies. Nice. And it says, get ready for a three-way monster melee! Melee, just like the name of the Smash Bros. Game, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Anyways, let's get this open up. Alright, here's the disc, and it's a double-sided disc. Looks nice. So I believe side 1 has Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and side B has Godzilla vs. Destroyah. I can't wait to watch it! The whole movie of Godzilla vs. Destroyah. And looks like this concludes the Godzilla Heisei Era. Alrighty, so looks like that concludes the Godzilla Heisei Era. We've got the Showa Era and the Heisei Era together, starting from Gojira and all the way down to Godzilla vs. Destroyah. Man, I can't believe I've actually made it this far of the eras of Godzilla. I mean, wow, I can't believe it. I mean, I know that the Showa Era actually has 15, and the Heisei Era actually has 7. So that's a total of 22 Godzilla movies. Yes, 22 Godzilla movies. That's a lot. And I gotta say, Toho must have really did a really good job with this. With the Godzilla movies that they've done. And also remaking the old ones in the Heisei Era. I can't believe they actually brought back Ghidorah, Mothra, Mechagodzilla, Rodan, and Godzilla's son. I mean, throughout the... I don't know what to say, everyone. I mean, I can't believe I've actually made it this far. Coming soon will be the Godzilla Millennium Era, and then soon, the MonsterVerse Era. Man, I can't believe I've actually made it this far, everyone. I'm really happy for this. Wolfie Montana and Elijah, if you're seeing this, look at these Godzilla movies that I got. It's pretty awesome. Wish me luck on getting the Millennium Era. And wish me luck on getting the Millennium Era, everyone. Because the Millennium Era is going to be pretty good. And it's going to be a lot of confusions, too, about it. But hey, at least the best thing I like is that when James Ralph actually talked about these Godzilla movies, it's pretty amazing. I mean, my dad have actually seen a bunch of them. Not all of them, but it's going to be pretty great. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like, send some comments, and hit the bell button for brand new videos. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone. Bye.